Hello, Yvonne, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
So, Yvonne, well, I can say you are the perfect example of the diversity of backgrounds that we can have in our industry. Um, I will let our viewers to discover it by themselves. Can you tell us about your journey before becoming a groomer? What were you doing before?
Before I was a groomer, I left school at 16 years of age. I worked in the family furniture business for quite a few years in customer services and sales. And then at the age of 21, I decided to join the British Army. That time I had signed up for 22 years and I was lucky enough to complete 7 years of service. And it was very physically and demanding mentally as well. And that period of time for 7 years, I made lots of good memories and have quite a lot of good lifelong friends from my time in service. Then, unfortunately, after 7 years, we were told that the regiment was disbanding. So I had to look and think, what career do I want to take on then? And then that's when I decided I wanted to do dog grooming. And my background is my mum has always had dogs as family pets, and my dad is a racehorse trainer. So I've always had animals, it was pretty used to it growing up for me. So after that, I decided, to take on the grooming career. And I went to Market Drayton in Shropshire to do my level 1 and level 2. And from then, I basically fell in love with grooming. I had my salon set up at home. I worked from home. I had the double garage converted. I went on to groom for quite a number of years before, at level 1 and level 2, before I decided to do my level 3. So basically, that's what started me all off in the grooming career, and I've never looked back. Never looked back.
Mm-hmm. And so you've been a soldier. So I guess this was a very disciplined life for you. And
Yeah.
Do you feel like this discipline, this rigor is serving you today in your business career?
Oh yes, definitely. Everything that I went through in the army set me up for later on in life, definitely, with being I'm very punctual, and I run my business that way. It's very military orientated, with the rules and regulations, that I do have. I basically run my business like a military operation.
Well, I hope you're not too severe with your customers, though.
No, definitely not. No, definitely not.
So you qualified 1, 2, and 3 City and Guiles. For those who do not know these qualifications, because we've got people viewing from all over the world, can you explain to us what City and Guild is?
Yeah, City and Guilds is a world-leading vocational education organisation. It's an it's an awarding body offering many accredited qualifications across a variety of sectors. So basically on my level 1 and level 2, what I learned in grooming it was a combined course. I learned animal history, dog breed recognition, the basics of grooming, and it was very hands-on. We learned how to groom 5 main breeds. That would be the West Highland White Terrier, Cocker Spaniel, the Poodle, the Bichon Frise, and we had to hand strip as well on level 1 and level 2. So my first hand strip was the wire dachshund, and it took me quite a while, if I can remember.
So you've decided to continue your studies. So you want to pass level 4 now to become what is called a master groomer. And
yes.
And you told me that maybe that was for teaching later. So is teaching something that you like, that attracts you?
Yes, yes, I've always wanted to teach. I want to further my career, definitely. Next year, my hopes and aspirations are to pass my level 4 and level 5. And there is a grooming school here in Northern Ireland where I can participate and complete my course. And then I would like to go on to, yeah, definitely teach.
And do you want to teach like grooming in general, or do you want to specialize in something specific?
Yeah, well, grooming in general, basically what I want to teach is what level 1 and level 2, what I went through, the basic fundamentals of grooming, start webinars, also teach my customers how to basic grooming sessions at home, what they should be doing in between their grooming sessions to help maintain their coat and skin.
Yes, educating the customer is really, really important for the groomer. I always thought that if you don't have a well-educated customer, it's really, really hard for you to do a proper job in the salon.
Yes, definitely, that's correct. Even for down to making sure they have the correct brushes, the correct combs, and their maintenance, really, how many times a week to groom their dog to keep them in tip-top condition, for them to come back to have a neat groom, as they say, if their coat's in tip-top condition.
Totally. So you wanted to open a new salon, but because of the pandemic, it has been kind of postponed. So what are your plans for the future? How is it going?
Well, in March this year, I decided to open up a new salon. I purchased a building, and when the pandemic hit, I was still in refurbishing the shop on my own, trying to get the business up and running for when we were eventually allowed to open up. So when we did open up, it was pretty tough getting new customers in, but because of the pandemic, none of the dogs in the area had been groomed. So they were all coming in matted, in bad condition, needed extra grooming time. So that was a hard period to get through. But now we've passed all that, and the next phase is to get over this lockdown number 2, which is happening on Friday. And hopefully next year things will be running a lot smoother than what they are currently at the moment.
Well, I can only wish you the best success with that, and hoping that all these crises will not interfere too much with your plans. I have talked with a few groomers in Australia, USA, etc. And apparently during these lockdowns, there has been a lot of doodles puppies who were born in these countries. Is it the same in Northern Ireland? Do you have a lot new doodles puppies around?
Yes, with new doodle puppies, lots of other breeds. Cavapoos are coming in, cockapoos. They're becoming quite expensive breeds, but they're becoming more and more popular now here in Northern Ireland.
And are they as difficult to groom in Northern Ireland as in any other country?
Yes, their coats are very dense, and yeah, they are quite difficult to groom, as you can imagine.
Yes, I know. So, well, it was wonderful talking with you, Yvonne. I mean, you have a great past, you have a great background, and you have a successful business, and hopefully it will grow again. I wish you that. So thank you very much for being with us today, and well, good luck.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and to all the nominees. Thank you so much, and good luck.